So, as a part-time gig, I do firearms consultation. I help people pick out guns and help them figure out where to get them. And then once they do get them, I also help them, get used to the gun and train with it, become proficient with it, as well as cleaning and pretty much A to Z. Anyway, people sometimes ask me, what should I get for my first gun? It's a common question. People don't own a gun, they want one, but they're not sure what they should get. And I always tell people, get a shotgun first. Why? Because it's the most versatile of all the guns. You can run birdshot for very small game, squirrels, rabbits, birds, etc. You can run larger rounds, buckshot, for larger game and slugs. It also makes a heck of a self-defense cartridge, home defense cartridge. There are so many different types of loads you can get for it. It is by far the most versatile weapon out there. So that is the best place to start. A lot of people, they want to always buy a handgun for their first gun. And I think that's about the opposite of what you should do. Good marksmanship training typically starts with a rifle platform and then graduates to a handgun. The next gun that a person should acquire would be a .22 rifle of some sort. In the middle is a bolt action .22, which was actually my first gun. My dad gave that to me when I was 5 years old. I cherish it. It is a Sears and Roebuck model Ranger, which is actually a Marlin Model 80. It was built in 1936. And I'll tell you what, shoot a squirrel's eye out with it. That thing's crazy accurate. Ask anybody I shoot with. Next gun that a person should get depends on where you live and what you plan to do, but I think a good hunting rifle is really important to have to take large game with, especially in a survival situation, shit hits the fan, that type of scenario. Or if you just really want to get into hunting, on the right is a Ruger M77 Mark II. It's a 30-06 chambering, and it'll reach out and touch game for, pretty much as far as you can see it. It could use a little bit better optic than what's on there right now, and eventually I'm going to upgrade that because I've slowly but surely been doing upgrades to that gun. And right now it's shooting about 1 MOA, and I would like to be able to maybe put a, heavier barrel in there and a better trigger and hopefully achieve sub MOA with it and a better optic as well. Well, next would be a handgun. Handguns are great to have because you can pack it around with you all the time if you're in an area where you need a gun and you can't always carry a long arm with you. Always keep in mind a handgun is going to be a secondary platform. It's always going to be a means to get to your primary platform. So it's not something like, oh, I have a handgun, now I'm set. No, you're not set. But at least it's a good option for a secondary close quarters weapon. And beyond that, you see that lovely little AK sitting there. That's your primary. That's your go-to combat weapon when shit hits the fan, when things are getting rough and you got to lay some lead downrange and take out some bad guys. That is a great way to do it right there. AK-47. Absolutely wonderful platform. AR-15, also great. But anybody who's been watching this knows that I'm more of a Team AK kind of guy, even though I've got a great build in the works with my buddy MDK, which we'll be showcasing in a video shortly. It's a custom AR-10, obviously 308 for those of you who don't know. And it's turning into a beast, and I'm really proud of what we've done to that so far. So that's going to be a cool video right there. But I just wanted to do this video just to kind of give people who, don't really know about firearms and want to buy a gun, they don't know where to start. That's a good place to start. Get your shotgun first, something to take care of the wide variety of game and protect the house. Go with a 22 second because ammunition's cheap. It'll still take down game for you. It's a lot of fun to train with. It's cheap to train with. Then go to a good long gun where you can take down some heavy duty game. Then you get your pistol, or you can even get the pistol before the long gun. Okay? No problem there. If you want to switch the long gun for the pistol, do the pistol first, you really want a pistol, cool. Get the pistol. Absolutely. But the battle rifle, I would say acquire it last. I mean, out of the reality of situations, you're probably not going to need as much, but it's a life and liberty thing. This is America, god damn it. And we have the right to bear arms, and we should. An armed society is a peaceful society, and it'll also keep other countries from invading us. They know we have guns, so guess what? They're not coming here. And as long as the civilians can continue to bear arms, we're going to keep the wolves at the door. So I'm not trying to make this a rant video. However, I might touch upon some of those concepts more in a future vid. So thanks a lot for checking this one out today, and I wish you well.